In this internet era, there are too many information that coming at us. Internet media such as YouTube, Wikipedia, Google, and blog have dominated the way we receive information. How can we tell the difference between what is right and what is wrong? Based on Pew Research Center, a third of Americans say that they get their news from internet. Internet can be a good thing. However, the limitless choice we now enjoy over the information we get has loosened our grip on what is and isn't true. In True Enough, Farhad Manju presents findings from psychology, sociology, political science, and economics to show how new information technology are encouraging the cultural power of belief over fact. The main theme of this book based upon a paradox. At the same time that technology and globalization has pushed the world together, it is driving our minds apart. This summarizes the idea of better never situation as described by Gopnik in his article The Information. The first question that Manju poses in his book is how humans process information in the face of many choices. It is based on selective exposure. Selective exposure is a tendency to avoid information inconsistent with one's belief and attitudes. One of the examples of selective exposure is the selection of news based on political ideology. Study shows that people who consider themselves as Republican tend to choose right news media such as Fox News, while people that consider themselves as Democrats tend to choose left-wing media such as CNN and MSNBC. People consume news that pleases them and separate themselves from others. Giving people information that contradicts to their belief doesn't necessarily prompt them to reconsider their ideas. Sometimes it prompts a deaf ear. With the advancements of social media, people can find their ideology group easily. Global warming skeptics will stick with global warming skeptics, while creationists will only read creationist material. The second question that Manju tried to answer is how we interpret documentary proof in a world now flooded with videos, photos, and audio recordings. It is based on selective perception. Selective perception is the tendency to interpret evidence and information according to one's long-held belief. People decide what they want to hear, see, feel, and understand the situation. Look at this video for example. I'm sure that most of us see a plane crash into WTC here. However, people that believe 9/11 is an inside job see a different picture here. They claim that they see missile crashing to the building. In this particular event, selective perception plays an important role here. Conspiracy theorists believe that they saw missiles attached to the plane because they want to believe that, whereas other people didn't see it at all. Even when two people of opposing choose to watch the same thing, they may still end up thinking differently from one another. That's because they don't experience the same thing. Each of them will have seen, heard, felt, and understood the situation differently. Here is the paradox of living in the new information age. When it is easier for people to capture and to distribute evidence from any events, it doesn't always strengthen the truth. Sometimes it leads to greater uncertainty. The next question is how we decide whom to believe in an era in which experts of unknown quality dominates every news discussion. It is through peripheral processing. For example, in creation and evolution debate. When people don't really understand the details of the case at hand, they choose their personal version of truth by subscribing to the specialists they find agreeable to their ideology. By using the internet, the proponent of creationism can find experts that support their belief easily. For example, HarunYahya.com, a website that is famous among Muslim creationists. This creates a divergence from scientific fact.
So in science, at some point, you have to remove politics and ideology and say, what is the data?
The conclusion is, when making a decision on what should we believe, we need to carefully investigate the reliability of the sources and don't be too biased in our judgment.
When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only